They say they can't. I know, cause I'm way on top of my flow, and she has nothing that's inside, so I'm out the window.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy J-Rob, back at it again with another video. And if you do not know me, and if you are new to the channel, just know that I post sports content. I'm going to be posting 2 times every week for the rest of the summer, so no more inconsistent uploads. So you guys will be getting more and more J-Rob content as time progresses. But we are here today to talk about the one, the only, the infamous Kyle Kuzma. And if you hear some panting, it is because I have my dog. Alright, he been making too much noise, so I got him in my bedroom right now, so you know he could just like behave. I basically have the facts, the cold hard truth as to why Kyle Kuzma was not traded to the Pelicans like Josh Hart and Lonzo Ball. And if you do not know, you should know already that the Lakers have traded Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, their number 4 pick of this year's draft, and 2 other first round picks for Anthony Davis. Okay, but that's old news. A lot of people want to know why Kyle Kuzma wasn't included, and last week there was a lot of talk saying that Kyle Kuzma, this trade would depend on him. They were arguing over this one player, and there are reasons as to why Kyle Kuzma was not included in that trade package. So we're gonna start with reason number 1, and that is money. When you look at it, Lonzo Ball will be making $8.7 million in next year's season, and the following season Lonzo Ball will be making $11 million in salary for the 2021 season. If you also look at it, Brandon Ingram will be making $7.2 million next season, and we all know that Brandon Ingram will be a free agent after that season, but he will be restricted though. But Brandon Ingram is a quality player, so he will most likely be getting good offers, but the Lakers probably did not want to match those offers. So that's another thing to look at with his contract. But when you look at Kyle Kuzma's contract, on the contrary, Kyle Kuzma will be making $1.9 million in the upcoming season. And the season following, he will only be making $3.5 million. So looking at money alone, Kyle Kuzma is the cheapest player, alright? He has less of a cap hit for the Lakers. So the Lakers clearing out Lonzo and clearing out Brandon Ingram saved them a good amount of money. They wanted to keep Kyle Kuzma because he is a piece that is cheap, alright? But that's not the only reason. There's another reason. Reason number 2 why Kyle Kuzma did not get traded is health and availability. When you look at the facts, Brandon Ingram has played in a grand total of 190 games out of 246 possible games in his NBA career. That's not that great. That means that he missed like 56 games. He's not the most durable player. When we look at Lonzo Ball has only played in a total of 99 out of 164 possible games in his career. And that is even worse. Last year he only played 47 games. But when we look at Kyle Kuzma, Mr. Reliable, he played in 147 games out of 164 possible games in his career. So Kyle Kuzma, looking at it, he's pretty durable. This is another reason why the Lakers probably wanted to hold on to Kuzma, because he's more durable, alright, and the Lakers want to win right now. Do you want to take a chance and have players that are prone to getting injured, or do you want a player that is most likely going to give you at least 70 games throughout the year? You decide. I mean, Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball, they have promise, but you just, with their injuries, the Lakers are They don't know if they can count on those guys to be healthy. The third reason as to why the Lakers did not trade Kyle Kuzma was because of production. Brandon Ingram the past 2 years has averaged 17.1 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game, and 3.5 assists per game. Lonzo Ball has averaged 10 points per game, 6.2 rebounds per game, 6.4 assists per game, shooting a abysmal 38% from the field and 31% from 3 in his 2-year career. Kyle Kuzma in the past 2 seasons has averaged 17.3 points per game, 5.9 rebounds, 2.2 assists, shooting 45% from the field and 33% from 3. Now looking at all those stats, looking at the production by all 3 players, Kyle Kuzma has arguably been the best player in terms of production for the Lakers. Now, when you factor that into health, I mean, you're getting a better deal with Kyle Kuzma, because not only is he more healthy than the 2 guys, his production is basically on the same level, if not better. All right, and then you add in the money, when you add in the money aspect, his contract is the cheapest, he has probably the best production, and he's the healthiest. But we're not done. Before we get to that reason, a lot of you guys may be thinking that I'm leaving out Josh Hart, and Josh Hart is a solid player with solid stats. He's a role player though. His contract is basically the same thing as Kyle Kuzma, side by side. It's basically like the same, almost the same figures, almost the same money. Josh Hart was more expendable because he was a role player and his contract was basically the same, and the Pelicans probably wanted another piece. The 4th reason as to why Kyle Kuzma did not get traded was because the lottery pick. Now, a lot of people did not know how important this lottery was. The NBA changed up the lottery. They had this lottery was so exciting. Like, watching the lottery, there were a lot of implications on it that people did not realize. And because of this lottery, that Anthony Davis trade was made possible. If it weren't for the Pelicans getting the #1 pick and presumably drafting Zion Williamson, the Pelicans may have still asked for another young piece from the Lakers. But since they got the #1 pick, they didn't ask for that because they know they're getting Zion. All right. Now, with the Lakers getting the 4th pick, that also gave the Lakers another asset to offer in the Anthony Davis trade, and because of that, they didn't have to offer up Kyle Kuzma. They were like, well, we got you the 4th pick that can be DeAndre Hunter or Jarrett Culver or Darius Garland. The Lakers added an asset and the Pelicans got some security, which both led to a case of leaving Kyle Kuzma with the Lakers. When it's all said and done, Kyle Kuzma got the last laugh. And the final reason why Kyle Kuzma did not get traded from the Lakers is because the Lakers probably like Kuz more. I know for a fact the Lakers organization front office has had it with LeVar Ball in all of his antics, and I'm sorry, it gets annoying at some point. Also, looking at Brandon Ingram, I don't know how much his interactions were with the Lakers, but I do know that there were some reports saying that Kyle Kuzma did ingratiate himself more with the Lakers culture and front office, which probably led to him being safe in this trade. So with everything, looking at everything that I just stated, it's clear to see why Kyle Kuzma was not traded. All these factors led to Kyle Kuzma being spared, because the young core of the Lakers has been decimated for the past 3 seasons. You don't have Julius Randle. You don't have D'Angelo Russell. You don't have Jordan Clarkson, the other swag bro. You don't have Brandon Ingram. You don't have Lonzo Ball. You don't have Josh Hart. The young core of the Lakers is gone. I mean, you still have Mo Wagner. You still got Alex Caruso, Isaac Bonga. But those guys, do they really count as the Lakers' young core? I would not say so. Kuz is probably a happy man right now, can still play under the bright lights in LA. Probably missing his bros as well. But I mean, that's the business. And you know, the Lakers front office was merciful on Kyle Kuzma. He can enjoy what is coming to the Lake Show in the upcoming season. If you have anything to dispute my claims that I made in this video, please feel free to leave them down below. But if you also have another reason as to why Kyle Kuzma might have been traded, please leave that down below as well. And as always, this has been another J-Rob video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and peace.